Morning. Today is the 7th of September and here we are up at Cheddar Gorge in Somerset for the Fuel Power Drive Southwest event. Unfortunately we were late this morning because I got a bit confused about where to come, but we're here now. Sonny's made it with no real problems. Next to it is Mr. Ben Hooper's Volvo 480. By the way, I don't know why the camera isn't working properly. It should, stabilisation should work. It is on, but I don't know what's going on with it. Never mind. Hopefully it'll smooth out. This is 1988 480 ES. The rear wing is having some treatment because this tends to happen on these. I suppose he's going to replace that rear light at some point as well. I can't remember what it was like when I filmed it in 2022, to be honest. I don't remember. But the pop headlamps are working, which is good. Unfortunately, he's not going to stay with us. He's just going to have to go straight back to Bath, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Next to it, Mr. Pink has bought this R53 Mini Cooper S. Fortunately, it's on a Prince engine, so we can talk about it. And then we've got Mr. Rob Johns, who has brought this very, very late 25 along with him. We've got various sort of random bits, like his X-Power decal on it. I imagine this is a bit faster than the standard 25s were back in the day. It's a very late one actually. They were discontinued in April 2005. I imagine this has probably got a 160 engine, which I never had actually. And then Mr. Bill is here in the Began Classic. There was some debate at the start of the week whether this actually would make it or not, but it's fine. It went to Rustival last weekend where I saw it, and now here we are at Cheddar Gorge. We need to leave quite soon because unfortunately I got here a bit late, and so we are going to have to get a move on, but here we are nevertheless. Let's go to the next location. So we're following Mr. Bill. I've got my walkie-talkie. I feel like we're on sort of Top Gear adventure here. We're avoiding the motorway and we're on our way to the Lindale car park, which is between Lynmouth and Linton. We're not going very fast, but then that's first in order of the day. And Mr. Johns and Mr. Pink are stuck behind a gold Peugeot 207. 207 is not one of my favourite cars, as those of you who are long-time viewers of the channel will know. I drove one in 2019 and it was pretty bad. Yeah, that's what started my long-standing hatred for the Prince engine. As you can see, we're on the A39 now between Minehead and Porlock. Mr. Bill is in front. Still got the walkie-talkies for an interesting conversation. And I'm not running out of fuel yet, despite the fact we've got a 35 litre tank on this Sunny, and it only takes E5, so that's interesting. But yeah, we'll be going up Porlock Hill soon. Apparently it was a toll road we're using, and it's very nice. We have about 30 minutes before we get to Lindale Car Park, which is near Lynmouth and Linton. Now, as you can see, there is a scenic toll road at Porlock. It is 3 of your English pounds, and you can get a nice route for your extra money, which we are very much enjoying. It is indeed a scenic toll road. Sonny's not particularly liking it, but we've only got 83 horsepower, so you can't expect miracles. But it's a very agreeable way to spend time on the North Devon coast. So here we are in Lynmouth. We actually came here in 2023 with a test for any motor enthusiasts. I've been incredibly blessed. I've managed to get a spot right on the Esplanade next to the harbour, which is good. I think the car parking is quite expensive around here. So we will go down, and I hope my hat won't blow off in this breeze. It is most agreeable here, viewers, because it is early September and so it's still pretty busy around here. I wonder what's in Aladdin's Cave. Is it full of cheap tat? I wonder. The tide seems very, very low. Very low. lovely afternoon. Apologies for the wind noise, viewers. We're somewhere on the way to Simon's Bath. Just come out of Lynmouth. We actually found some very cheap E5 for this Sunny, which obviously you'd be happy with, because this car takes 97 octane fuel and above only. So there we go. Everyone seems to have made it okay. I've been informed by Mr. Johns that this car has a 135 horsepower engine in it from an MGTF. Mr. Bill's fully restored Megane is looking nice, as is Mr. Pink's Cooper S with a supercharger. Though we've identified one or two areas of corrosion, which is a shame. But we had this car a while, it's like 120,000 miles this thing's done. Right, apologies for the wind noise, viewers. We shall continue on to our next destination. So it's about 6:30 in the evening. We're on the way to Oakhampton. The light is really lovely in North Devon this evening. It's actually been a very pleasant day. We've had to go down some really tiny little road I couldn't film because it was a little bit scary. So now we're on some sort of faster looking road. It's a bit less scary. But it has been a very agreeable day. The Sunny has performed very well. We managed to find somewhere to buy some E5, which is good. It likes E5. And yeah, we're sort of reaching the end of the day now. Right, good morning. Today is the 7th of September and here we are at Stoughton Cross. Services just off the A30. It's a bit chillier than it was last night. Last night was a sort of halcyon sunshine. It's not this morning. Nevertheless, viewers, we will be heading off in a second. The Rover 25 is still just as kind of loud as it always was. Mr. Bill's Megane seems to have a squeaky fan belt. Mr. Pink's Mini is still here, which is good. And we've been joined by this 2008 Daihatsu Syrian, which was not a Rustable. The chap who owns this actually was, and as you can see he has various stickers from various channels which you might be very familiar with. This particular car I actually filmed on the channel in 2023. The very day I filmed this car, Mr. Pink sold it. So I was very privileged. It's been quite a popular car on the channel actually. They're quite well known for being dependable, these Syrians or Produa Mivis or Myvis or Subaru Justies. They're all the same car. This is a 1 litre. It's only got 67 horsepower, so it should technically be slower than the Sunny, but the Sunny does not like hills. For some reason, I think it's to do with the carburettor or whatever on this car, but it doesn't like hills at all. Particularly when the engine's cold, so we're going to be mindful of that and not place me at the front, otherwise it'd be a very, very slow journey all the way. So here we are somewhere on Dartmoor. Because one thing I've learned about driving in Devon is that there's a lot of single track roads. You feel very aware of what's coming. Having a big wide car is not necessarily the best idea. So this old Sunny that's very narrow and has unpainted mirrors. It's not a bad car to actually have, although you've got to be very, very careful about these brakes. Also, because this is a carburettor car, it doesn't like going up hills very much. It really doesn't like it. So you have to actually floor it much harder than you'd expect to make it up these 1 in 5 hills. Here we are in the clouds, literally above Dartmoor with the fog light on. Yeah, we are literally up in the clouds now. It is as windswept as it gets. You can literally see the cloud moving across the road, which is quite dramatic. I don't know what temperature it is. It doesn't feel like only September up here. It feels like middle of winter, but it is very scenic. Just coming down the hill into Lyme Regis now. It's taking us a little while to get here. Right from the top of Dartmoor on the cloud base, now come all the way down to the coast. Weather's actually improved a bit. Mr. Pink and his Mini has disappeared. We've still got the other 3 cars. So far, no problems really. I've still got half a tank of fuel. Well, viewers, we're at this hill near Abbotsbury. There should be a view over there somewhere, and it shouldn't be windy. But as it is, we're actually up in the cloud base, and it's really horribly foggy. And so we are going to continue down to Portland. 200 metres down the road, we can actually see, which is better. You can see the sea down there. It's a nice area for Welvis. It's just, if you're actually in the cloud base, it's not much fun. You can't really see anything. The wind's also a lot less down here for some reason. So far we are still going, although the Daihatsu has some issues with piston rings. White smoke's coming out the back. Good old 1KR FE engine. Apart from that, apparently the that's normal, and so we don't need to be concerned. The Sunny is fine. The Rover is loud, and Mr. Bill's Megane has a slipping fan belt. But apart from that, we're absolutely fine. And we'll get down to Portland Bill. Hopefully it won't be so blustery down by the coast. My gosh, viewers, the weather is improving. And here we are down at Portland Bill, right at the end of the Isle of Portland. So far, so good. There's the lighthouse down there. We seem to be doing quite well in terms of parking together, which is good. We've only really got one more stop for the day, which is down at Revo's Hub, the new location for Revo's Hub, which is in Wareham. Revo's Hub is a place in Poole, sort of car cafe, I should think I'd describe it as. Here we are on the A352, heading towards Revo's Hub at Sanford near Wareham. The weather is entirely different than it was this morning when we were in Devon. The road is nice and wide and fast, unlike the tiny sunken lanes we were going down. The car actually has been doing okay. I think we might be okay if we don't fill it up before getting back to Eastleigh. So very pleasant, very nice end of the day, a little bit windy like it was at Portland Bill, but the most pleasant time. So here we are, viewers, at Revo's Hub, which is at Sanford near Wareham. This is a new location for them. Their main location is actually in Poole, where I've been a few times. And yet here we are. I actually prefer this one, to be honest, to the other one, personally. So there we are, viewers. We all made it. No problems, no major breakdowns. Mr. Bill's brakes aren't the best. Mr. John's Rover has a very loud exhaust. The Daihatsu keeps smoking. The Sunny is absolutely fine. What can we conclude by the end of this? Well, we have 4 cars which are over 17 years old. One's 36 years old, and you can still have a lot of fun on a road trip for not a lot of money. None of the cars that we have are expensive. So there we are. I don't know what that says about the state of the nation, but I'm not going to make any conclusions. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, comment below, and we shall see you again very soon for another, I don't know, relevant road trip.